Being live. Boom. Hello, world. Patricia O'Connor and Frida Reba Darcy here. I do see all of my little volatiles strobing by. It looks like we might be going live, though I do see some bars still running by the top there. Um, Tonight on the bonsai balcony, we have a wisteria, and it is full of buds. It's budding out a lot. Hello, Joseph. How are you? Joseph of 10 Joe's Station is in the house tonight, and it's really good to see you. Also, tonight on the bonsai balcony, we're in Frida's place, and I've got this Chinese Wisteria sinensis. I've had it for about as long as I've been doing bonsai. I bought this tree um, on eBay, on a bonsai site on eBay. It was just like a pre-bonsai, starter bonsai. It wasn't a full-blown tree, and it wasn't very expensive. But it was a Chinese wisteria, and since I had a Japanese wisteria, I thought it would be kind of neat. I thought it would be kind of neat to uh, to add a Chinese wisteria to the mix. And I asked the person after I bought it. I asked the person what color it would be, and they enthusiastically told me blue. So I've been waiting for four years now for my blue blooms, and if I'd have been holding my breath, I would be well and truly had been blue quite some time. Um, However, this year I see two different kind of buds on the tree. I'm not sure. It may be fooling me, or it may have gotten tired of hearing me complain. Hello, Lee of Lee's Trees. How are you this evening? It's good to have you. So I'm kind of optimistic. We might see some blooms on this thing yet, but what I thought we would do tonight is it is in need of a little cleanup. It's got a lot of clover in it, and so that's kind of what we're up to. We're gonna pull weeds, and I was looking for a bamboo stake. I have tonight the tools I have on hand. I have several different uh, several different pair of tweezers. I've got some that are kind of duckbill shaped that can grab things if they're like balls of grass or weeds that are buried down there where I had been trying to grab those with my fingertips and pull them out until I made my finger sore. I could just grab those with these duckbill guys and pull. Also, I watered this earlier today, so it slurped all of that up. It wasn't as heavy to bring in because it had dissipated a lot of that water. And I think the weeds, in some ways, I think the weeds will be easier to pull when it's like that. I remember thinking last time that I had just watered the trees and it felt like those roots were really able to dig in. So that's kind of what I have. Also, I was looking for a I made a bamboo steak last week. It doesn't take me very long to make them. And I made a bamboo steak last week to help me with the last tree, and I misplaced it. I was just running around looking for it here a few minutes ago. So at the last, the um, I just grabbed the chunk. This is like timber bamboo. It's like really super duper hard. I'll just make another one. I have liked making these. They're I wish I had. I wish. I don't need to be wishing for stuff. I've got so much. But if they had there's a grinder at work, but it's very underpowered. I think they're worried about somebody getting hurt with it. I don't know that I blame them. Um, but my grinders, the grinders that I had, were usually either for grinding or buffing, and they were usually, heavy duty, pretty heavy duty motors. So if I had a grinder, I would put a better shape on one of these, I think, or not, maybe not a whole lot better shape, but I would at least let that be the final stage of it. Watch out. There we go. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The people downstairs are like, what is she doing up there? So this will be one of my tools of choice tonight. And I have my little weenie skewers, which are always helpful. But no joke, this is I heard that I heard timber bamboo was pretty strong. But when I started chopping this up here recently, just to make these, I found out what strong really is. This is way harder to do than if this were this same size piece of oak or cherry or pine or anything. That's some really hard stuff. Anyway, let's turn that in so I can see that a little better. I think if I go, how about that? Yeah, that's got us. And then we can bring, no, don't do that. There's no sound. I've got a red light there. Can you hear me now? Did we fix it? Yeah, I see that. I lost sound a little while ago. Are we back up? All right, I've hit on my buttons. I I'll keep an eye on. I'll keep a closer watch on y'all. I'll keep a closer watch on y'all in case that happens again. Um, that's the joys of going live. That's what you know. But see, that little microphone had been charging. Hi, Beth. That little microphone had been charging for days, so I don't know. I don't know what happened to it. But we'll act like it's. Hopefully, it won't drop again. Anyway, after years of waiting for this Chinese sinensis to bloom, um, it finally this year it put out buds that are totally different. It's got these buds here and these these buds here look like what I'm quite used to seeing the tree do every year. But then these buds that are fuzzy and are a different color and fatter, I'm thinking they're blooms. It really looks to me like I've got two different types of buds on the tree. It could be throwing me a curve, but I think I might be finally going to see this guy bloom this year. So I'm kind of excited about that. There's a lot to be excited about currently. Test, test. Am I here? Testing one, two. Okay. So after after I built this platform, after I built this platform for my ponderosa, I put a sheet of vinyl across it. I thought that would protect it from the elements, seeing how it was a really, really, really thick sheet of plywood. And once I did that, I noticed during the day the amount of kick and reflection that came off of it. I was kind of worried. I was kind of worried to see if I still see a green light. I can't see a green light on there. I was concerned that the amount of kick coming off there would cause burn by itself, like having a mirror underneath it. If you backlight the bottom side of the needles, you can burn them. I figured out that when sunset, whenever I get burned on my trees from sunset, a lot of times that is from that's from the sun hitting the needles in a place where it doesn't normally hit the needles whenever it's high in the sky, but whenever it's setting, it's hitting the needles down here and they burn, kind of like if you are laying in a beach chair and the sun hits you in a place that you don't normally even think about, you can find that you've got some nasty burn there. I had noticed that, and it took me a minute to figure out what was going on. Also, I think that when the sun tracks across the sky, I've got that swimming pool. It's just right down there, and it's kind of intense at times. I've noticed, I can feel the heat coming off the light, coming off the pool. Like, oh, that's kind of. And I hadn't really thought about that until lately. That could cause me, anything. Yes, I don't know why I keep losing sound. Um, okay, am I here? Testing one, two. I can see that I'm here. It looks like so. Okay, this is a fascinating tale of me trying to build a of me trying to build a platform for my tree. But the bottom line of this story is that at the end of the day, I'm going to Auburn, California tomorrow to pick up the Ponderosa. So it'll be really good. It'll be really good to have that big player of my in my garden back. And so I didn't have an option on how on any more dilly or dally or anything. I I painted that with some bed liner material that's kind of rubberized it a little bit. That should protect it. It's still black. I'm not really that worried about it. When it left here, it was on a table that was black from mica, and I hadn't I hadn't noticed the heat build up being so hot there. Although this will be more in direct sunlight, the others were in my direct artificial light, which was still, we pump a lot of light. We pump a lot of light into our balcony. Test, test. Yeah, testing one, two. Go. Yeah. It looks like I might have it back again. I don't know really why we keep having these issues. The first one, I swapped microphones. I swapped microphones to one that was just sitting up there. The other one, the first one we had that dropped twice, had been in the charger since our last show. So uh, everything should have been up, as far as their batteries and stuff are concerned. I don't know if we're having Wi-Fi, if this is a Wi-Fi directed thing or not. But yeah, we'll just try to wing it. Don't have that much more to go on this guy. But in the end, it would be nice to see this guy bloom after 3 years of all of that. And I would also say that wisterias are kind of hard to ramify. You know, I mean, this thing doesn't really say. Okay. Um, Again, we try. Groping myself on my own channel here. That's not awkward or anything. Here we go. Okay. All right, now we're back on a different microphone now, which is the original one that let us down twice. So we are getting stuff done. Er. Tomorrow will be a good day. I will be looking forward to this road trip. I've been looking forward to this road trip all month. I'm pretty excited to see the tree. My Ponderosa will have some Japanese black pine grafted on it. I haven't asked a lot of questions. I know the bonsai gardener pretty well. I know he really knows his stuff, and we talked about what it would take to graft it, or what it would take for him, and he said, "Yeah, I'll graft it all up for you, uh, and I'll tell you when it's ready." And then a couple of weeks ago, he goes, "It's all ready. You can come get your tree." Testing 1, 2. So where I'm going tomorrow on this road trip is Auburn, California, which is about an hour and 45 minutes north of here, straight up. So when we've been getting all the rain, they will have been getting all that rain too. They probably will have gotten some snow since then. The temperatures are a lot colder. My species of tree, the Ponderosa, is known to do well there. So I've been overwintering my Ponderosa. Are you there? Mic check. Okay. This has been a bit of a struggle. We are at 7:58